Good morning, children. Welcome to the class. Have a nice day. Good. In previous classes, we have learned about types of maps. How many types of maps are there? There are three types of maps. Very good. What are they? They are road map, railroad map, and world map. Very good. Okay. And we have learned about railroad maps, how railroad maps help us, and how road maps help us, and how world map will help us. Okay. And we have learned how to calculate the distance on maps and on road. On map, if it is 1 centimeter, on land it is 250 kilometers. Or on map 1 centimeter it will be in 50 kilometers. Okay. Now, and I have given you this homework also. Okay. Now, see page number 10. Map also have components such as color and symbols. Maps also have components like colors. See, observe this map. So many colors are there here. And some symbols also. See this red mark. Like this. Some symbols also on the map. Okay. That help us read and understand them better. These colors and symbols help us to understand the map easily and better. Not easily but better. Different colors are used to represent a variety of information. See here, different colors. We can see different colors here. And we can, these different colors represents variety information. Okay, for example, a water body is usually represented in blue color. How water body is represented on the map? Usually in blue color. See. Okay. This blue color is all water. A landform in green color. A landform in green color. See. A landform in green color. And mountains in brown color. How mountains are represented? In brown color. Okay. A symbol is an image that convey information without using words or realistic images. See, we have symbols here. I told you already we have symbols. See, this red dot is a symbol for capital. Okay. These symbols are very useful to convey information for us. Okay. Next, for example, a triangle may be used to represent mountains on a map. Okay. If there are triangles on a map like this, so these represent as these are mountains. By seeing these triangles, we can tell that these are mountains. Sometimes people may not understand the symbols and colors we use on a map. Sometimes we can't understand this. Okay, these are mountains. Now only I told you. So you can understand the triangle is a mountain. And what is this? And what is this? This. Okay. Sometimes we can't understand this. That's why hence we give a legend. Okay. For understanding all these symbols, we give a legend. Okay. A legend explains what each symbol and color represents. Okay. Each in a legend. Think this is a legend. Okay. This represents what the color. If we give the color on the legend, what color or what the symbol is represent. Now this is mountain. Okay, and what is this? This is tree. And what is this? Road. And this houses. Okay, can you see? These are houses. This symbol represents houses, this symbol road, this symbol tree, and this symbol mountain. Okay. For example, in the rail route map in figure 2, the symbol in rail route map they have given a symbol like this. See. Okay, in rail route map they have given a symbol like this. What this symbol represents? The symbol represents railway route, okay, railway tracks, okay. And see picture 1.8 here. See, they have asked you give the legend and name the and title correctly for the legend, okay. I will explain you this in tomorrow's class. Now, see page number 11. Okay. While using a map, how do we know which direction is north? Okay. While using map, see this is our map. While using this, how can you know that which is north side? Which direction is north in this map? Okay, we don't know how to point north side. Okay. To know this, we place a compass rose. Okay. To know this, how to know which direction is north, what we will do? We will use compass rose. Okay. We will use compass rose. What is compass rose? See. This is compass rose. Okay. This is north, south, east and west. Okay, by using this compass rose, we can understand where is north, where is south and where is east and where is west on the map. Okay, see. See, this is compass rose thing. North, south, east and west. So by using compass rose, see in your textbooks. See, this is compass rose. Okay. By using this, we can point the directions. Okay. Beside the 4 main directions, there are also 4 sub-directions. For instance, a point between south and east is southeast. A point between north and west is northwest. Okay. See. These are 4 main directions we have. We have these 4 main directions. What are they? North, east, south and west. Beside this, we have 4 sub-directions. They are northeast, southeast, southwest and northwest. Okay. Beside these 4 main directions, we have 4 sub-directions. They are northeast, southeast, southwest and northwest. Okay. See. Observe question number 1.9. What do S, W and NE stands for? See, SW represents southwest. Very good. And NE represents, what NE represents? NE represents northeast. Okay, NE represents northeast and SW represent southwest. Now observe the picture here, all of you. See the picture and observe this. Okay, listen. This map shows some wildlife sanctuaries in India. Observe the map and its legend. Okay, see, observe this. Or up to now what we have learned, all are given here. First, map title. What is map title here? Wildlife sanctuaries of India. Okay, and here they have given compass rose and a legend. See the legend also. See, they have given the picture of tiger and they have wrote the name. Again, lion, elephant, rhinoceros and deer also. And here they have given the map scale also to measure. 1 centimeter is equal to 50 kilometers. Okay, did you observe this properly? Okay, very good. See, today's your homework I'll give you in Google Classroom. Okay, bye children.